You know when you look at the screen on your phone or your TV and you just marvel at how incredible it looks? The colors are so punchy and the dark parts are, well, they're truly black. That amazing contrast, that's the magic of OLED technology.
But what's the secret sauce here? I mean, why are those darks so perfectly inky and the colors so vibrant? Well, it all comes down to a completely different and honestly a much cooler way of making light. Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. Older LCD screens, they're basically like a window with one giant light bulb shining behind it all the time. They use tiny shutters to block that light or let it through. But OLED is a whole different ballgame. Imagine, instead, millions of microscopic, individual light bulbs that can each turn on and off all by themselves. That's the key. It's also why these screens can be so incredibly thin and even flexible. And that brings us to the most important idea of all, this self-lighting pixel. To really get it, all we have to do is break down the name itself. The O in OLED is the really interesting part. It stands for organic. And no, not like the food. We're talking about special carbon-based molecules that have this one fantastic property. They light up when you pass electricity through them. It's a process called electroluminescence, and it's pretty much magic. And the process itself is beautifully simple. Your device sends a tiny jolt of electricity to a pixel, and that little layer of organic material just glows. That's it. There's no big backlight, no filters, just pure, direct light created exactly where it's needed. So whenever any part of your screen needs to show you something, a bright white, a vibrant red, a soft blue, the individual pixels in that area just turn themselves on. And this right here, this is the secret to those perfect inky blacks. When a pixel needs to be black, it doesn't try to block some light shining from behind, it just turns completely off. It emits no light whatsoever. You get absolute darkness right next to a pixel that's shining brilliantly. And that's how you get that incredible, what they call infinite contrast ratio. Okay, so we've got pixels that can be on or off, which gives us perfect blacks. But how does one of these pixels create the millions of different colors we see in a photo or a movie? Well, the answer is that each pixel isn't just one thing.
See, the trick is that every single pixel is actually a tiny team of 3 smaller lights. We call them subpixels. You've got one red, one green, and one blue, all huddled together.
Think of it like this. You've got 3 tiny colored flashlights. By precisely controlling the brightness of each one, the red, the green, and the blue, the screen can mix them together to create any color you can imagine. Want a deep purple? Crank up the red and the blue, turn down the green. It's like digital pointillism, happening millions of times over, faster than your eye can even see. Right, so we have millions of these little 3-light teams, but how in the world does your phone control every single one of them with perfect speed and precision? Well, that's where the AM in AMOLED comes into play. You'll notice most screens today are actually called AMOLED. That active matrix is a microscopic grid of transistors, and each tiny transistor is like a dedicated light switch for a single subpixel. This setup gives the screen this incredible ability to make super fast and super accurate changes to the image. And this isn't just tech for tech's sake. You can actually feel it. That active matrix system is the reason scrolling on your phone feels so sharp and clear. It's why animations are buttery smooth and why the screen seems to respond the very instant you touch it. It's the high-speed brain behind that beautiful display. All right, but no technology is perfect, right? We have to talk about the one vulnerability that OLED has been known for pretty much since the beginning. It's a little something called burn-in. So because those organic molecules are creating light themselves, they age over time. And if you make the same pixels display the same bright, static image for hundreds or even thousands of hours, they can age unevenly. And that can leave a faint, permanent ghost of that image on the screen. And this is a totally real concern for some people. You know, a gamer might see it where their game's map or health bar is always displayed. Or a TV in a store might get a faint ghost of a news channel's logo. It happens when one part of the screen is just working way harder than the rest for a very, very long time. Which of course leads to the big question, right? If you're thinking about buying a new OLED phone or TV, is this a deal breaker? Should you be worried? Well, here's the good news. Manufacturers are completely aware of this, and they've built in a whole suite of automatic defenses. Your screen will subtly shift the entire image by a few pixels without you noticing. It'll run little maintenance cycles when it's off. It'll even detect static things like logos and dim them just a little bit.
And the result is that for the vast majority of us, with our normal, varied viewing habits, these modern protections are so good that you will likely never, ever see burn-in. The risk is real, technically, but it's been engineered into a total corner case.
So when you put all of this together, what's the big takeaway? The crucial point is that an OLED screen isn't just a single slab of glass that lights up. It's so much more than that.
It's really a vast, dynamic field of microscopic stars, an entire galaxy of individual lights, all working together in perfect harmony. Light created individually, color made with intention.
It's this incredible fusion of organic chemistry and mind-boggling electrical engineering that you hold in your hand every single day. So the next time you unlock your phone, remember those tiny stars. Now that you know the science behind it, will you ever look at your screen the same way again?